Hey brothers and sisters, how y'all doing? Hope you guys are doing fabulous. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Michelle, and if you're returning, welcome back, you guys. I'm here to do a review today on the Qhemet Biologics, which is a natural hair care brand. And this brand has been around for a very long time. It was one of the first brands that came out when the whole natural hair movement began, and their products have always been pretty consistent. They've expanded their line and added some new products to it, but they really don't get out of control, and it seems like they really curate their products and pay a lot of attention to the formulations, more so than just trying to have a whole bunch of gimmicky natural hair products. One other thing is that this brand is fabulous if you have textured hair, if your hair is thick, coarse, if it's in the type 4 range. And what I mean by that, when I talk about hair types, in the natural hair community, there are different hair textures, and a lot of times those textures respond very differently to different products. So I have type 4 hair, so if your hair looks like this or close to it, then these products might be what your hair has been missing. Now, I'm not going to go into all the products that I own from the line. I'm only going to talk about the new ones that I picked up. Okay, so let's first start off talking about this product because it was the one that caught my eye. It's the Castor and Amla Nourishing Pomade, 100% natural, mineral oil free, and petroleum free. On the website it says our 100% natural, mineral oil free, and petroleum oil free conditions the scalp and softens edges and ends with pure castor oil and Ayurvedic Amla oil. Nourish your scalp with the oils our ancestors used to encourage growth, thicken hair, reduce breakage, soften edges and ends, retain moisture, and impart pliability and sheen. This is a 4-ounce bottle, so it's not very big, and it retails for $16.50. When I first saw this product, it caught my eye off the bat because I saw castor oil and pomade. And you guys, if you're not familiar with my channel, then you may not know that I have had so many issues with my edges, and in consistently and continuously trying to grow my edges, I always use castor oil, but the part that always trips me up is when I put gel to slick down my edges, because gel is always so hard and it makes my hair so brittle that sometimes the hair ends up breaking on my edges. So I saw this and I thought, oh my goodness, a castor oil pomade, how much better can we get? Let me show you what the actual product looks like. Okay, you see how it looks like a petroleum jelly. Now, it's not in any way like jiggly or runny, but it's also not the same consistency as petroleum jelly. It doesn't feel like that. It feels more like hair grease, a thicker version of hair grease. Now, the smell is lemony. Qhemet Biologics doesn't really have overpowering products as far as smell goes. All of their products have a very light kind of lemony scent, very, very subtle. And I like that. That way it's not overpowering. It doesn't clash with other products. And because you're putting this on your edges and it's so close to your nose, it would be bothersome if it smelled bad. Now, my edges, actually right in here, my edges were ripped out. I did a fashion show and the stylist put a lace wig on me with glue without my permission, just kind of placed it onto my head, and yeah, it was a disaster when we had to take it off. It was a horrible situation and it ripped my edges off, but we're not gonna talk about that because if we do, I'm gonna get mad. So let's go ahead and get back to the product. The first ingredient is castor oil, then amla oil and sesame seed oil, castor wax, citrus limon, citrus auratinium, and vitamin E. So the ingredients here really are phenomenal. Now, one thing about Qhemet Biologics is that although they are a natural hair brand, I would consider them to be more on like the luxury end, meaning that their products, a lot of them are not necessary, like you don't need the product, but they contain very high performing ingredients, very expensive ingredients. And that's why you see this brand like at Sephora. Sephora carries Qhemet Biologics, and their packaging is really unique and it gives you that kind of like heritage cultural vibe. Whenever I see the packaging, I'm always very proud of my hair and my heritage. Now, this product for me wasn't desirable. I used it on my edges just by itself on dry edges just to see if it would hold. No ma'am, it didn't even stand a chance. I mean, my hair, and they should know, they market to 4C, they market to type 4 coarse kinky hair texture. So I would have actually expected them to have a very strong product for laying down your edges. However, it is not an edge control. That's not what they're saying. The product can be used in so many different ways. And what I've found success with is using it on my ends. Because it's thick, it does coat the ends and seals it very nicely when I use it on wash day, and I have very moisturized hair when I use it. I've also used it on my scalp to kind of grease my scalp, but that's not really my thing. I don't like anything heavy sitting on my scalp, so I didn't really like it for that, and I'm way too heavy-handed to be using things like that on my scalp. Now, my boyfriend uses it for his hair. He uses it to like brush his hair so it can look neat, and he really likes it because it has just enough hold to contain a very small curl. That's the best way I can put it. But I personally didn't find success with it for my edges. It looked very greasy after about, I don't know, 30 seconds. So that wasn't good. I also used it over and under gel. It didn't really do much. What it did was it made the gel a little bit softer. And I think that if you needed to use gel, that would be the best way to go. Use that underneath first, because it's actually going to be what's on your skin, and then put the gel over it. It's on the expensive side, so I don't see myself repurchasing it, but I'm happy I got to try it, and now it's his product. Now, this product I've owned in the past. I just did not remember if I liked it or didn't like it. What I remembered is that it smelled amazing, and it's the Aethiopika Hydrate and Twist Butter. It's supposed to soften and maintain locks, braids, and loose hair. It's almost the same exact color as shea butter. It's 4.71 ounces and it retails for $18. Use this thick, rich butter to soften and maintain twists, braids, and loose hair. Ideal for dry, highly porous hair. Use as a body butter too. Oh, this twist out butter softens thick, dry hair with an ultra rich blend of pure olive oil, mango butter, and rice bran oil. A touch of plant wax helps reduce frizz and smooths edges, and soy extract provides humectancy. This moisturizing hair butter is perfect for natural African hair as it provides the right amount of moisture and hold without the stiffness and flaking. Use this moisturizing hair butter for locks, braids, twists, and twist outs. So as you can see, it has a lot of claims, a whole lot of claims. So yes, it does start off with olive oil. And I love, first and foremost, love the way it smells. It smells so good. It is a soft scent. It's not lemony though. It has a more of a perfume scent to it. That's why I was excited to know that you can use it for your body, and I should have known because the ingredients, there's probably like 7 ingredients in it and they're natural, but it smells really nice. Now you're supposed to use this kind of like what you would a shea butter, and it reminds me of shea butter. It melts down very quickly though, and that's a great thing. I love it on wet hair and dry hair just the same. So here's a small amount, and I'm going to show you how easily it rubs in. See how it just turns right into an oil, kind of like what you would olive oil, and look at how pretty it is on the skin. So it really melts quickly. I'm not the biggest fan of shea butter. I like this much better, and I don't own any other butters except this one. I usually use the water-based butters when I'm doing twist outs, but this gives wonderful definition. If you're doing a twist out or a braid out, and let's just say you even put it on the ends, you will see how defined your curls are the next day. And like I said, it smells so pleasant. It doesn't moisturize your hair, so do not think of it as a moisturizer. I find the most success as just using it as a styler. Now, I have used it on my edges underneath a gel, and I liked it. It is going to be oily underneath, but I feel like the way the oil breaks down, it makes it very smooth underneath your gel. I have no complaints about it. I think it's a great product. It's expensive. $18 is expensive for 4 ounces, but you don't need a lot. And if you're using a lot and you're using too much, it can last a really long time. And I like products that can be used in multiple ways. So if you've used this one, let me know. It's been around forever. All right, now let's talk about this Castor and Moringa Softening Serum. This African hair oil serum leaves thick, dry hair beautifully radiant. Our Castor and Moringa Softening Serum is a vegan hair serum that contains African and Ayurvedic hair oils. This rich, moisturizing blend of natural hair oils is formulated for African American hair, but can be used to soften skin as well. This oil is nutrient dense, which makes it the perfect source of nourishment for your hair and scalp. Castor oil has been used therapeutically for centuries to encourage growth, reduce breakage, soften hair, and lend sheen. It contains 100% pure castor and moringa oils, and moringa oil is a highly valued emollient used in African and Indian hair and skincare traditions for over 400 years. It's rich in fatty acids, vitamin A and C, copper and calcium, and it's important for the skin and scalp. It's also an excellent pre-wash hair conditioner as it naturally possesses cleansing and nourishing properties. And then it gives you a whole bunch of information about ancient Egypt and how it was used. So this is a really cool product. It comes with a little pump at the top, and there you have it. You see how runny it is? So it's not heavy, but when you actually touch your hands with it, it is pretty thick. Let's see how long it takes to dissolve on the skin. So as you can see, it went on much thicker than the butter. This one does smell very fruity. I can smell lemon and orange, but it's light. When I bought the serum, I just was really intrigued by it. I didn't really know how I was gonna use it, but I used it in my hair after I washed my hair and conditioned it. I put it on my hair and just kind of left it in, and then put my leave-in conditioner over it. And it is true that it does soften the hair. When I use this product and the butter together with my normal leave-in and everything, oh, you guys, this brand knows how to take care of 4C hair. My hair was super, super, super soft. My biggest complaint about the serum is that it is greasy. It's so thick that if you're using it in conjunction with other thick products, your hair will feel greasy and weighed down. So I think it's important to just use it in moderation. And I know I'm heavy-handed, so I'm probably overusing it. But because everything in this line just targets moisture, you have to just be mindful that your hair is not becoming overly moisturized, which is a good thing. It's a good problem to have, but then it can turn into a real problem, and then you're gonna need a lot of protein to fix that. So I love the product. This product can be used in different ways though. You can use it as a hot oil treatment, which is what I think I'm gonna start using it as, even though I don't wanna do that because you guys, this is only 2 ounces. It's not that big, and it's $14. $14 for 2 ounces. It's a lot of money, and I just don't see myself spending that each and every time. I do think it has its place in my routine, and during seasons when I need that moisture, if I lived somewhere that was really cold, I think that this product would be perfect. I live in California, I live in LA, so these products don't always have the same effect because my hair doesn't necessarily need it. But if you live somewhere colder, whether it be in or outside the States, then I think you would really appreciate a product like that for softening your hair. Dryness is one of the biggest issues with type 4C hair. I mean, everyone talks about dryness. So when you're able to find products that work, I would definitely hold on to them. Just know that with that, sometimes you're gonna end up with a little bit of grease. Okay, and the last product is one that you guys already know so much about because I've talked about it for years on my channel, and it's just that good that I have to talk about it again, because for those of you guys who've never tried it, I think that you would really love it. And it's the Amla and Olive Heavy Cream. This is one of my staple moisturizers. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. I've used it for years. It's a castor oil based moisturizer. So I love it for just throwing it in my hair after I wash, condition, and put my leave-in in. But my favorite way to use this is really just middle of the week twisting my hair, or middle of the week my hair is dry. Unbeatable moisture. It's actually quite interesting that it's this moisturizing, because when I put it on the hair, I don't really feel like it's moisturizing. It feels more like it's coating my hair with something really heavy. But once I twist it and I untwist it, even the next day or 4 or 5 days later, my entire hair is super soft. And this is one of their oldest staple products. It's just so good that I had to bring it to you guys again because I repurchased one. And just as an FYI, they have a lot of these products in sample sizes, so you don't have to spend all that money on products that you may not like. Just try the sample sizes out first. You get enough to be able to see if it works for your hair or not. You really only get enough for like one use. But what I do love about this product is that the sample size version comes in a tube, like a squeezy tube. And I feel like that is a much better packaging than this little tub. This thing is really annoying to scoop out. And what I also found is with a sample size, because it's in a small tube, you really only need a tiny bit versus this big jug. You really don't know how much you should be using. So I would recommend you doing that first. Check it out, see if you like it. If you've used anything that I'm talking about today, let me know how you like it, or let me know how you use it, because there are so many different ways to use their products, and that's what I love about them. And they've also expanded their shipping, so they ship now overseas. Like I said, Sephora carries it, so you can buy it on Sephora, and you can get more discounts if you're a VIP member or if they're having a sale. I'm just really proud of the brand for sticking around this long and still being true to its purpose and being true to its ingredients. I'm also just grateful that there's a brand that caters to this hair texture. So I'm definitely a Qhemet customer for life. Let me know what you guys think. If you've used it, if you love it, if you hate it, let me know. I appreciate you guys watching this video. I thank you for all your support and all of your love. And I'll be back very soon to do my spring hair routine, because I know you guys are like, yo, Michelle, really? Like, how long is it gonna take you? I'm on it. I will see you guys soon. Much love and big kisses. Mwah. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace, love,